But if thou wilt not go with me, then I will not go. Now, people have made fun of Barak for many, many years because he tells Deborah, I'm not going unless you go with me. Then they made fun of him and they said, you know, well, he was a wimpy man. He's got 10,000 men following him. Don't sound like a wimp to me. Sound like a pretty important general right there. My understanding is, and this is what I believe, again, this is Lupeology, you take it any way you want, but I believe that this man said, things are so bad right now, we got a woman judge. And if we need God, and the war doesn't go according to plan, I want that judge, that lady judge, Deborah, right beside me to call on God and take care of the matter right now, right here and now, because I need God now. Not tomorrow, not the next day, not the next week. I need Him now. You say Barak was a wimp, he should have gone on his own. I wouldn't have gone on my own. Matter of fact, when I went to Conroe, they asked me, they said, now you go pray about this. I prayed, never could get a hold of God. I said, if you want me to go, I'll go. But I ain't going unless you tell me to. You said, why? Because I was the same way. I was not smart enough or spiritual enough to figure out what to do next. Did you know that you may not be that smart spiritually, what to do next? Spiritually? Did you know that? You may need somebody that actually knows God. What should I do next, preacher? Pastor? What should I do now? This man, Barak, said, I'm not going. I ain't going unless you go with me. And it's not because you're cute, because you're already married. It's not because I want to be with you, because you're temperamental. You're giving me orders, thinking you're the boss. And I'm a man, I've got to take it. I got this woman boss telling me what to do. But I ain't going unless I have somebody, and I got you to go with me. If you don't go with me, I ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna fight the enemy. You can forget it. I have confidence in my men. I have confidence in my leadership. But I also know things can go wrong on the battlefield. And if you don't have somebody that can get a hold of God when you need Him, things can go badly wrong. Amen. In the Bible 3 times, God told a tribe, go fight. Who should fight? We should fight. Who should you fight? Fight your brother. Go over there and attack them. They went over there and they attacked the Benjamites, and guess what happened? They got whooped. Come back the second time, they said, should we go and attack again? God said, yeah, go attack again. They went the second time. Guess what? They got whooped again. Finally, they decide to rent their clothes, tear their clothes, that's what the Jews did back in them days, and put ashes over their head and said, you know, we really need God, because we done did what He said twice and got whooped. We need God. Can you please tell me? And you know what he said? Yes. Are we going to stop? Okay. And so, you need somebody. And a hero may not always be someone that can get a hold of God. I can tell you somebody can get a hold of God. That's your mama. I mean, my wife can get a hold of God. She knows how to get a hold of God. And you need God. And Deborah says, unless you go with me, I ain't going. I mean, Barak says, you don't go, I ain't going. And she said, I will surely go with thee, notwithstanding the journey thou takest shall not be for thine honor, for the Lord shall sell Zeresh into the hand of a woman. Deborah is talking down to the general Barak. And Deborah is saying, I'll tell you what's going to happen. People are going to talk and say that this land was destroyed because of a woman. And you know what Barak said? I don't care. What do I care? As long as I got God, as long as we win the war, I don't care how we did it. You know, some people are so prideful that they have to say, if it wasn't because of me, if it wasn't because of my money, if it wasn't because of my prayer, nothing would have happened over there. You know what you don't need? Pride. Who cares who wins the battle? As long as the battle is won.
Right.
This woman thinks, this judge, she's thinking like a woman, like we care. Amen. We care. Amen. You want to paint the house pink? Go for it. I don't care. It's not, you know. I'm not in charge. We've been taught, our pastors taught us, leave the woman, it's her house. She can do anything she wants with it. All we care about is, does it got a TV and does it have a bed? That's all we care about. And does it got cable? Amen. That's all we care about. How it looks makes no difference. We don't care. So we don't care if Deborah gets the credit. We don't care. We just don't care. They don't understand this. If more Christians would ask, amen, Lord, who do I need to help me make the right decisions? Because apparently I ain't been doing a very good job at it. Who do I need to make sure is in my life to make sure I make the right decisions? You need God.
Amen.
You need someone that can get a hold of God. You need to stay with Him. Have them pray for you. Have them pray for your family. Have them pray, amen, come in your house and bless the house. Bless your children. Thank you. Amen. Why do we go to church on Sundays? Why do we go to church on Wednesdays? Amen. Because we need the advantage. We need God on our side.
Amen.
We need to make the right decisions. There's an enemy out there. It's the devil. It's the world. It's your flesh.
Right. Amen.
And if you're going to win the war, if you're going to survive the war, you better have God.
Amen.
So even if a man's got to humble himself, independent fundamental Baptist, who believe that women should not be the leaders of the church, she's a judge, don't get much higher than that. Amen. He shamed them. You said, will that ever happen again? Oh yeah, the Bible talks about in the last days. Of course, when you get to the last days, real stuff, weird stuff starts happening. And women become preachers. They start prophesying. Boys, teenagers start prophesying. Girls start prophesying. Old people start prophesying. You say, what happens in the last days? Are we in the last days? Well, it's getting weirder and weirder out there, I can tell you that. Amen. I don't think we're there yet. But, amen. The Christian that never asks for prayer for themselves or for their family or anything, I worry about these kind of people. They are self-reliant. I need nobody. I do not need God. And I certainly don't need no Deborah telling me what to do. I can handle this on my own. No, you can't. You need somebody. So she arose with Barak. Guess what? They took the 10,000 men and they went up and they defeated the enemy. They defeated them. And Sarah gathered all the chariots, 900 chariots of iron, all the people who were with them. They got everybody together, and they're looking for a good time. We're going to run over the Jews and kill them all. Amen? But the Jews had a secret weapon. It was a woman in a skirt named Deborah. We don't know how old she was. But she could call God and say, God, we're losing over there. Can you throw a couple of lightning bolts down there and some rocks and some fire and just blow that thing up? Can you do that for me? I'm talking about a woman that could get a hold of God and could change the war. And they had a secret weapon, Deborah, Barak, that believed in his prophet. He would literally say, hey preacher. Hey preacher, what you want me to do now? 10,000 men are following this judge. And Deborah told Barak, get up this day, the Lord has delivered Sierra into thy hand. Is not the Lord gone out before thee? So Barak's got his marching orders. He goes in there. They start fighting. People are running. This particular king, he's not too smart. And let me say this, throw this in. You can run from God.